Hey, it's your host Tai. The Psy Tai Podcast is back. Got some awesome articles, synthetic cannabinoids made from berry yeast, and I have an article on ayahuasca being given to prisoners and pill-loving doctors in North Philly. But let's cue that intro. Good to be back. Hey guys, hopefully you're having a wonderful morning, evening, night, midnight, special, whatever time this is coming at you. Take this energy now that we all in the same boat, we can start the Tai'versation. Hey guys, I gotta say the Psy Tai Podcast does not promote the use of illegal drugs. What you do with your body is what you do with your body. This is for research and educational purposes only. Do not recreate anything that you see on this channel or here. So let's go, man. It's so fun to be back. I'm on episode 31, so make sure y'all check out the previous 30. But this is 2019, and it's a good time to feel alive. They have this awesome experience because a lot of people are waking up to the truth. And we are here on the Just Tai channel, and that's when you combine the Psy Tai Podcast. It's all part of the Just Tai Now network. It's when you combine your mind with your heart, and you connect those two circles, and you let whatever come out just come out. That's how you just tie. All right, guys. So we're here to also break the stigmatism on psychedelics and lessen it so that the level of human consciousness can raise up a bit and people can actually start healing from their problems instead of just dealing and living with their problems. But let's get to this first article, man. Make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe. This is awesome. I'm happy to be back. So let's get into this first article I got. All right. Brazil is giving ayahuasca to prison inmates on their path to redemption. Now, this is a kind of old article from 2015, but it's still relevant, still very relevant. It's by Jeffrey Rogers, and it's so relevant because if you look at where we are now in America with the American prison system, the prisoners, if they're not innocent, already being locked up, that's a huge problem now. But if they actually did do a criminal activity and was locked up, most of the time their brains and their mentality is not reformed. So when they get out of prison, they go out and they do the same thing and they get locked up. And most of the time it's for the exact same thing, an exact same field of area of what they got locked up before. And they could have been locked up for years. The mentality of how people are running the prison system, what they're keeping the actual prisoners in is a constant loop. It's a constant loop, and this private prison systems and everything in America is just all looping back so that people can just keep coming in and staying and going out, getting traumatized while they're in there, the horrible living conditions and things. So we're going to see about what this ayahuasca plant, which I have a previous top podcast about, it can actually reform their life. It can give them a second chance at seeing a new side of themselves. I know it has for me. So for prisoners, it can, instead of, we're going to just tie. Let's go into the article. Let's go. All right. It says Paulo, and see, they got the prisoners right here in their white robes and everything. If y'all listening, it's a picture, and they praying. They like praying or got their head down or just sitting. They got the form of praying. It could not be praying, but hey, man. And ayahuasca in Brazil, ayahuasca started off in South America. It's churches and organizations up here that's able to have it legally in America now under the house of it's for religious purposes. But it started off with indigenous tribes, and they've been using this ayahuasca tea brew for thousands of years. So giving it to these prisoners, they like, hey, I see that these awesome people are like, we're going to try to actually take care of our people. Hey, imagine if we started taking care of our people. All right, let's go. Paulo Freitas, a 48-year-old manager at a leather factory whose 18-year-old daughter, Niara, a college student, was kidnapped, raped, and murdered in a Porto Verlo in 2013 by a group of men, a crime that stunned many in this corner of the Amazon. Whether or not we should be providing convicts with therapies that could be considered luxury is a justified question, no doubt. So they trying to say it's a luxury. No, it's not a luxury. It's a in 3D language, it's a blessing because you're going to be able to finally deal with the demons of yourself. You're going to face those demons. Like when you go through these psychedelic experiences, it's not like cocaine, it's not like heroin and all these other dissociates and things. Well, I don't think those are dissociates, but uppers that allow you to still go about your day doing things that don't benefit you. Ayahuasca, meeting Mother Ayahuasca, dealing with psilocybin mushrooms, dealing with DMT, dealing with LSD, it forces you to deal with yourself. Probably not so much LSD unless you're in therapy already, but it allows you to confront yourself. It doesn't allow you to sneak past any part of yourself. There's no sneak cover-up mask. Everything is just, imagine yourself locked in the room and it's just dark and it's just you. I know America, hopefully they tie into the plant medicines and tap into nature, but I already seen it in the movies. If y'all need a reference, I don't know the movie though, but it's in the future where prisoners are going to feel like they're locked up for an eternity when it only can be like 5 minutes, because they're going to put on these virtual reality glasses and tune them into their whole body and everything into this virtual reality to make it seem like they were somewhere for thousands of years. But I believe that this is all taken from the ayahuasca plants. Like, this is what it does, and this is what psilocybin does. It allows you to face your shadow self once and for all. Because somebody can talk to you and yap in your ear, or they can lock you up for 50 years and you can still come out and do the same thing. So let's keep on going. It's not a luxury. However, we cannot ignore the fact that many criminals eventually return to society after sentence. What I said, we want to see these people as a product of years. We want to see these people as a product of years of violence and aggression, most likely repeating their offenses. Or will we rather have them come out of their sentence with new insights, a new perspective on their past choices, and a chance to do things differently? This is a quote saying, "We are considered the trash of Brazil, but this place accepts us," said Dakari Atir Santos da Salva, 43-year-old construction worker serving a 13-year sentence for sexual abuse of a child under 14. So this guy acted on his deepest of devils. I know what I did was very cruel. The tea helped me reflect on this fact, on the possibility that one day I can find redemption. Because sometimes most time you go back into the ceremonies. You don't just do one ceremony. You go back into repeated ceremonies, keep uncovering things. And it's all about integration as well. You have to integrate the experience and everything. But you see that they've really flipped them around, even though they only gave us like one sentence. Yeah, but they are trash. They have chance to flip it over, man. And then they said, "What are your thoughts?" And the source of this article was from the New York Times. So this is it's legit to the world. And but the prison reforms and everything, man, is messed up. It's messed up, and y'all see how it's a huge problem in America. And it's the people that's for the prison systems, like, this is what's needed, this is how it always been. But it can be modified. It can be modified, and that's what come with dealing with psychedelics, is that you come with the left hook on things. You come with the right hook. You come with a sideways dimensional hook coming through a wormhole, coming through there. Like, we're coming up with ideas that are not just fantasy anymore. These are really productive ways of handling society, handling ourselves. Ourselves is everything. If we're not loving ourselves and able to take care of ourselves, how can we look out into the world and judge and say that things need to be done this way or that way? So with these plant medicines, allowing everybody on an individual level to deal with themselves in the way that they need to be handled. And it's going to be, in the end, in the most loving way, even if it kicked your ass. But that's probably what you needed. Now let's go to the next article. All right. This was a funny one. Scientists brew cannabis using hacked beer yeast. Now this is real. Beer yeast. Researchers modify microbe to manufacture cannabis compounds, including the psychoactive chemical THC. Now I can't be totally biased against this article. I won't, because I've tried 4-ACMO DMT, which is psilocybin, and psilocybin containing mushrooms, once you ingest it, the psilocybin that's in it, once it gets to your liver and things, converts to psilocybin. So psilocybin is a synthetic version of mushrooms. It's a synthetic version of mushrooms. So now they're trying to make a synthetic version of cannabinoids like THC. But still, we gotta be worried. Not gotta be worried, but it's still something about it, because it's a host of chemicals inside of psilocybin mushrooms, including the psilocybin. Just like in cannabis, it's THC, THC delta. You got the CBD, you got CBDA, you got a whole host of chemicals that work in the flower. So the synthetic is cool, but we're gonna see what they did. Let's see what they did. Yeah. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. This is dope. Very terrific. Very terrific. We come up with our own terms on this channel. All right, let's get to the first page, actually. There it is. We see a picture of some yeast, some microbes, real zoomed in. It's like on a electron microscope. It looks like it has like a kiwi skin with an orange bulbs popping out of each side. Modified brewer's yeast could soon provide researchers with access to rare cannabis compounds. Oh, rare cannabis compounds. Every tree should be different. Let's jump into this. The yeast that people have used for millions of years to brew alcoholic beverages have now been engineered to produce cannabinoids, chemicals with medicinal and sometimes mind-altering properties in cannabis. But I don't know. Previous work describes constructing parts of the cannabinoid production line in yeast, but not the complete process. The latest study is the first that has put it all together and shown that it actually works inside one cell, which is cool. One cell. They're gonna need a lot of cells to get me toasted. Says Calvin Keane, chief executive of Hansen Bio in Montreal, Canada. One of at least 10 companies working to produce cannabinoids and engineer yeast, bacteria, or algae. That's pretty dope. Researchers have produced anti-malarial drugs for commercial purposes, as well as opiates in the lab. I don't like that. Using similar yeast-grown methods before. So yeast must be very manipulable and can be modified to appear as different things, because they're working on a genetic quantum level, even at that. But the technology for making cannabinoids is nowhere near ready for market. David Kanko, a cannabis activist with Alta Corp, and predicts that it will be another 18-24 months before synthetic cannabinoids are cost efficient enough to sell to either pharmaceutical companies or the general public. The thing about it, they better not modify it and add some extra stuff to it. You know what they be saying in the conspiracy files, man. But also, I guess they just want to mass produce it. They trying to get the world high. But there's difference between what man can make and what nature makes. But it's just a brew. But this is all just us playing around genetics, seeing what we can do. That's just how I'm looking at it right now. It's going to turn into something, and we're going to be like, wow. And I'm reading, it says, scientists at Demetrix, a company formed by Kinsley in 2015 to work on this problem, have already boosted the cannabinoid yield of this process by several orders of magnitude. They're able to engineer their yeast to transform into various fatty acids, including cannabinoids that don't occur in nature. Cannabinoids that don't occur in nature? I don't know. I never tried it out. I never ingested these cannabinoids that never existed before. As long as it's not like K2, man. But K2 has a lot of malicious spirit put into it, so top of that. The aspect of newly created cannabinoids could help to build interest among drug companies, few of which have actively explored cannabis-based solutions. But just try out the plant. The pharmaceutical industry will really lap those molecules up. But it can be a good thing, guys. This can be a good thing. All right, this how they did it. If we want some interest in that, to build the cannabinoid factory in yeast, synthetic biologist Jay Kinsling at the University of California, what'd he do? Modify several genes found in S. cerevisiae and introduce others from 5 other types of bacteria and from the cannabis plant. Oh, so he still took stuff from the cannabis plant to make this synthetic thing. In total, they needed to make 16 genetic modifications to transform glucose into inactive forms of THC or CBD. Inactive forms? So I wonder how the chemical structure looks compared to the THC. That's an active form of THC. I always thought of CBD as that. Heating the cannabinoids switches them into their active. Oh, silly me, silly Tai. Heating the cannabinoids switches them into their active forms. Obviously, the team produced roughly 8 milligrams per liter of THC and lower levels of CBD. The hope is that this fermentation process will enable manufacturers to produce CBD, THC, and rare cannabinoids that are found in trace amounts in nature more cheaply, efficiently, and reliably than the conventional plant-based cultivation. They want to be able to just press a button and be like, bang, I got what I need. Previous work described constructing parts of the cannabinoid production in line of yeast, but not the complete process. Yeah, this is going to put it all together like they said. All right. But that was pretty cool, and this is from nature.com, so this is a legit article. They're doing what they do. They going to make some synthetic weed, some synthetic cannabis. This is what I would probably call weed, but stop doing it. That's all right. Let's go to this last article. We're going to travel to the East Coast, my hometown, even though I'm on Cali right now. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, or so they say. But hey, love is where you find it. But look at this article, man. And this is touching deep on the opioid crisis, which has touched a lot of people that I know near and dear, close to my heart. It's keeping people that I know on the streets in this loop of trying to get money by selling them to people and ruining their lives, or taking it themselves and not seeing no wrong with it, because hey, everybody's doing it. It's in all the songs, it's in all the music, and this is widely available, and it seems to work so far. So the opiates are actually killing millions of people across America, millions of people, and the addiction rate is going higher and higher. I have an article that I put out a while ago where a fentanyl company, which is killing even celebrities now, some well-known celebrities like Mac Miller overdosed from Lil Peep and things like that. This company, I'm not even gonna shout them out. They gave $500,000 to an anti-cannabis legalization campaign running in Arizona. So check that out, man. Big Pharma making moves. We got to make moves too, by breaking the stigmatism, so people just not getting fooled by money, tricked by money. But let's go. All right, Philadelphia with Mike Jarrett. Posted February 28, 2019. A North Philadelphia family doctor, hey, that's my place, North Philly. A North Philadelphia family doctor was taken from his practice in handcuffs on Thursday after authorities alleged that he was running a pill mill out of his office. Dr. Myron Rose, 78. Wow, he was doing this for a long time. He was in the game. He had his feet planted firm. He had the scripts down packed. He knew how to make it look right in the record books. He was like, I got this. I'm 78. But he was charged with 4 counts of distribution of a controlled substance. The veteran doctor owns a practice called Excel Medical, located on the 700 block of Cecil B. Moore Avenue. I know legitly where this is at. I grew up just around 23rd in Cecil B. I skated my ass off all up and down Cecil B. Wow, this is straight down the street from Temple. A lot of college students is probably going here. I know a lot of people in my hood is probably getting scripts so they can trap. They probably, damn, there go my trap. There go my money, man. Because, dang, that's what they do. They give out these pills so readily, easily. Like you could say you got back pain or something like that. But let's see what he did, man. In a federal indictment, prosecutors claim Rhodes wrote prescriptions for 270 pain pills during 4 visits from a healthy undercover agent. He accused of writing scripts to the agent from March to July of 2018. That's wild. That's a lot of pills. That's a lot. He did not need that much. Even if he had back pain, it's like 2 pills a day. 2 Xans, 2 Blues a day. Officials hauled dozens of boxes from Rhodes' office on Thursday and turned away patients suspecting to be seen by the doctor. They was like, those the people that was trying to get that trap in. They was like, dang, there go my OG. Others who knew Rhodes as a business associate were shocked at the news. I highly doubt that. He's a great dude from what I could see, said Hassan Muhammad, a sales representative. I will say it's surprising. He's sticking up for his homie. Rhodes has pleaded not guilty to charges and was released on bond. However, authorities have forced Rhodes to surrender his DEA authorization to write prescriptions. And this is really sad because, and it's good, it's 2 sides of the coin, but damn, he was supplying, he was a straight up supplier. And this is going on, I hear a lot also in Florida. In Florida, a lot of doctors are tied into writing these easy prescriptions. And it's not like this for marijuana and things like that, because look at the lifestyle of somebody who participates in just cannabis and look at the person that participates in opioids. I know a person that arm is like this, and he's just like my age, and his arm stuck like this because he like take a lot of pills, and sometimes he be like shaking and stuff like that, and he still thinks he cool. He still go out and do the same thing on the corner. It's back in Philadelphia. So this is real. We need to break this stigmatism and start the Tai'versation. Just Tai. Just think about these things. Combine your mind with your heart. Combine those 2 circles and let whatever come out just come on out, guys, man. But before I go even deeper, please share this page. Please share this page so we can start the Tai'versation. We on the Instagram, we on the Twitter, all at Tai_now or Tai now or Just Tai now. TAI, not THI like the food. So man, I love to see y'all there. But yes, that's how it happens. That's what happens, man. But hey, I'll see y'all in episode 32 so we can continue this Tai'versation and we can open up hearts and get ourselves out of the box and raise the human level of consciousness just up a notch. Just up a notch. Do what we can, guys, man. So again, like this video, subscribe, and guys, it's lovely to be here. That's all I can say, man. But we all tie. But do we really tie? Sometimes I don't know, dude. Sometimes I really don't know. Till next time, it's Tai. Just saying, Tai always. Peace, guys.